The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Baker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Ty Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Bonning drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Meyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a three. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena here, the home of the Sauk Prairie Eagles as they get ready here to play in the WIAA Division II Regional against the Waupun Warriors. Joining me today on the broadcast is Jacob, and I also have Isaac joining me here. I'm pretty excited about the playoff time, Jacob. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely. Playoff time is a go type of season, and we're most definitely going to be looking forward to hockey playoffs. That's a fun one to watch. You never know with hockey, and it's going to be a fun atmosphere.
It always is. Playoff time to me is the best time of year because it deals with who is going to be. You win, you're in. You lose, you're done. And I actually talk about that with Coach Tank here on our pregame show. We're going to step aside here, and we're going to run some of our ads, and then we will come back here, and we will talk a little bit about each of these teams that we're able to find here on the pregame show here on Division II WIAA Hockey Regionals between the Waupun Warriors and the Sauk Prairie Eagles. We'll be back after these messages.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Angling Only Guide Service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish, The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and...
Welcome back here on the pregame show. Let's take a look at what we've got here for the Sauk Prairie Eagles once again here in the Division II regional between the Waupun Warriors. Sauk Prairie, they start out pretty quick. They actually have had very good attack here in their entire season. In the first period, they're 41 goals scored, 24 against. 46 goals in the second period, 23 against, and 43 goals in the third with 23 against. That gives them a differential, 131-70. They're averaging 5.46 goals per game, and they're giving up 2.92. Those are numbers that are going to get you the winning record and the number 4 seed. On the power play, they've had 90 power play opportunities. They've executed on 34%. We talk about the numbers are 25 and 75. 34 is outstanding on the power play. And what's more impressive about that is they have taken 90 power play opportunities, and they've only taken 67 penalties. They've given up 17 goals on those penalty kills. That's a 75%. When you take and add their two numbers together, it is over 100%, and when it's over 100%, you are executing exactly where you would like to on special teams. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics for some of their players. The leading scorer on this team is number 7, Landon Freese. He's got 28 goals. Brock Hill, number 5, has 22 goals, and number 8, Josh Mast, with 15 goals. When it comes to assists, both Freese and Hill have 28, so they're dishing the puck. And then you also add into the mix number 21, Cam McInerney. He's got 15 assists for third on this team. Comes in at total points is for Landon Freese with 56 total points. Number 5, Brock Hill with 50. And number 8, Josh Mast with 26. Starting goalie tonight will be number 80, Jamison Ballwig. He is 16-7-1. That's the record of the Sauk Prairie Eagles as well. He's faced 580 shots. He's given up 69 goals. That's a save percentage of 88.1 and a goals against average of 2.83. We're going to step aside here and run some more ads, and then we're going to come back here and we'll talk about the Waupun Warriors here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Welcome back here to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena here, the home of the Eagles and the host for this WIAA Division II regional competition here. Let's talk about the Waupun Warriors here on the season. They have scored 12 goals in the first period and given up 21. Second period, they've come back and made the equalizer. They've scored 27 goals in the second and given up 28 in the second. In the third, they actually have a 1-goal positive. They're 23 goals they've scored and given up 22. They still have a differential of 9 goals, 63-72. As a team, the Waupun Warriors have scored on average 2.6 goals per game, and they're giving up 3. If you're giving up goals, you definitely are going to have that losing record right now, but I believe it's 500 for Waupun, if I recall correctly. I believe they are 12-12, but I'll have to double check that to confirm that again. Some of the numbers are just not jiving with me. Right now, on the power play on their special team, they've had 93 power plays. They've scored on 20.4. That's a percentage. Again, that's low from where you'd like to be. You'd like to be sitting at 25% on the penalty kill. 84 penalties they have taken. Coach expects them to take them, but that still is a 9 in the positive on the power play side, which gives them, they've given up 14 goals, which is absolutely amazing. 83.3% on the penalty kill. Those are outstanding numbers. So when you still combine their numbers all together, they are over 100%. Let's take a look at some of the individual scores. Number 16, Camden Flagner with 14 goals leads the way. The senior, the defenseman, Chase Beam, number 11, or with 11 goals, and Colton Postotnik with 9. When it comes to assists, leading the team in assists is Derek Pribino, the defenseman, senior defenseman with 9, Jacob Kerner with 9, and Hunter Fromholtz with 8. Leading point getter, 19 for Camden Flagner, Chase Beam with 17, and Colton Postotnik with 16. The goalie tonight for the Waupun Warriors will be Benton Nagel. He is 10-12. He's faced 750 shots so far on the season. He's given up 66 goals, 684 saves on the season. That's a 2.9 goals against average of 2.98, which you can round up to the 3 if you wish. His save percentage is sitting right around 91.2%. You take a look at some of the numbers, Jacob, that we just talked about here. Everything on paper looks like it's leaning towards the Sauk Prairie Eagles here. They did play each other on January 9th. 47-20 was the shots. Sauk Prairie with the lead on that. Waupun was 0 for 3 on the power play. Sauk Prairie was 2 for 2 on their power play opportunities. And again, they jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first, scored 2 more goals in the second, and scored 1 in the third. But I was talking to the coaches in the coaches' room, and they said, surprisingly, this was actually a closer contest than this. Waupun had numerous opportunities. They had those 20 shots. They missed numerous opportunities here. And by the way, I'm going to apologize. You're going to hear me squeaking. Not feeling well. I'm trying to do my best here to make sure that I can. I've got the deep voice, which is awesome here because I'll be able to get that good announcing here. But the coaches had said that it was a lot closer contest than 5-0, and they're expecting that it's going to be closer again when they have this battle tonight against the Waupun Warriors. What you got to take a look at, Josh Mast was the one that scored 2 goals in that game. Landon Freese had 3 points. He had a goal and 2 assists. So those are in the top 3 when it comes to Sauk Prairie Eagles scorers. Could be a good one here. We're going to step aside here as the Zamboni is hitting the ice. And when we come back, we will hear from the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank, here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
High School Sports is presented by Jaden White, your Northwestern mutual agent in this area. Financial and investment services, planning, wealth management, life and disability insurance, and more. Email Jaden at jaden.white@nm.com.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Jeff.
Playoff time, baby. And you win, you stay alive, you lose, you're done. This is my favorite time of the year. It just seems like everything is on the line and everybody gives it their best because nobody wants their seasons to end. Let's talk a little bit about the seeding here in Division II in your section here, how things played out.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of shook out exactly kind of how we felt it would. We had head-to-heads with most of the teams. We do that intentionally, so it makes that process pretty easy for us and also gives us an idea of where we're at. The only team that we didn't face was Waunakee. So those top four, I think that was maybe where the most shakeup could have happened. But then after that, it felt pretty cut and dry that we were the 5 and, Homestead was the 6. And then so on and so forth, Wapak and then Cedarburg. So, yeah, I think it was pretty accurate. I know I was reading today an article about should hockey go to the computer seating, but I like being able to speak and to rally for the troops, and give my peace of mind because sometimes, the computer doesn't see all of the things. They don't know when sickness is going through the locker room or whatever it is. And I don't think, for our section this year, I don't think really any of that maybe had too much to play on how it shook out. But yeah, it's nice to get together with the coaches. So yeah, we're the 5. We're going to Sauk Prairie playing the 4. So should be a good battle.
Going on the road, playing against a team that you've already played against at their ice arena, is that an advantage or a disadvantage?
I don't think it really matters either way. We got to come out and we got to play our game. We got to be ready to go. We got to hunt pucks. We got to get them in deep and we got to forecheck. We played them once earlier in the year. It was kind of known going in that would be a gauntlet week for us. It was a pretty heavy Tuesday night, St. Mary Springs. That's a tough contest. Thursday night, Sheboygan. That's a big program, large co-op. That was a battle for us. It really was. Physically, it was a grind. And then turn around right away on Friday and play Sauk. So, you could see just rewatching some of the film. I liked our start, actually. We came out. We looked pretty good. Clanked a couple off the iron. If those go iron in, it might look a little different in that game. But it was evident that the legs were kind of giving out in the second or latter part of the game. So, the guys should be fresh and it should be a good contest.
You lost to them 5-0, but the thing that stood out to me the most, Coach, when I was looking at it, is they outshot you 47-20. I don't think there's been a team thinking backwards that outshot you by 27 shots.
Yeah, maybe Nina Menasha Hortonville, but that was a message to the guys too. I thought we battled really well in the Badgerland Conference tournament against them, and that's like a top team across the state. So if we can battle and if we can get over top of pucks and get in lanes like we did in that game, I think we'll be okay. And it ultimately it comes down to your goaltender. So at this time of year, they can steal them for you. So we're going to need our goalie to help us out, and we're going to have to get some pucks in the net.
Looking at some of their numbers as a team, averaging 5.5 goals per game, only giving up 2.9. You guys are averaging
just a little over 2.5 and only giving up 3. So you're pretty close to where you want to be, but they seem that they've got some good offensive firepower. Landon Froese is at 28 goals, Brock Hill 22, John Mast at 15. That's more goals than you guys have points for your points leaders.
Yeah, we know they got some seniors that can finish at the net. Our defensive core has kind of switched around a little bit throughout the year. Guys going out, guys coming back. We know if we're gonna play well, it's gonna be a defensive battle. We're gonna have to keep it tight. It's gonna have to be like a 3-2 type of game, and we gotta control the dots, right? Inside the dots is where we need to crowd up, make it tough. Sticks in lane, bodies in, shooting lanes, blocking shots. Like you said, it's playoff hockey. Everything's on the line. You got to lay down and take one.
Special teams in that last game, I mean, their numbers have continued to improve for you, but in that game specifically, 0 for 3 on the power play, and they scored 2 for 2 on their power play. However, your penalty kill, again, has just continued to grow over at 83%. Do you foresee that it might come down to special teams as well?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, if we're playing the way we're probably going to take a penalty or 2. We got to be able to get the kills, and that comes to being in lanes and blocking shots. And, just rewatching some of the film, their setup is a little bit different. So just making sure guys are aware and we're in the right spots and we're communicating when we have to switch and those types of things.
Coach, looking at their goalie situation again, if you can outshoot them, which again that might be a challenge, but I think if there's one area that you do have a huge advantage is I do think it looks at save percentage and goals against. How huge is it going to be to get in the mind of their goalie?
Yeah, we got to make it tough for him. We got to get pucks to the net. He's got to see a good volume, and it's the battle between volume, possession, and then quality. You can have a lot of volume, but if they're not quality, it doesn't really matter. And sometimes you help a goalie out by letting him feel pucks. When you're ripping them, and then he starts to feel them, and then he can get hot. So we got to find that balance between volume and quality. We got to get in those great areas and get some good shots on net.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No, other than I think, it's going to be a great time for hockey. This is the best time of the year. We had, 3 overtime games today for the Olympics. So hockey's rolling across the world, and it should be a good night tonight.
It's going to be a fantastic night here. Coach, I wish you all the luck. I am excited about the opportunity that we get to come there and cover you. And I hope that we're able to have a conversation at the end of the game.
All right.
It's been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank, here on the pregame show. We'll be back after these messages here on Just Livestream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Welcome back here to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena here in Sauk City. Technically is where it is. We crossed over the river, so we're in Sauk City compared to Sauk, Prairie to Sauk, which is just across the river here. And we've got the starting lineups coming up here before the Waupun Warriors and for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. In net for the Waupun Warriors will be number 30, Benton Nagel. At one defense will be number 4, Chase Beam. And the other defense will be number 20, Jacob Kerner. At one wing will be the captain, Hunter Fromholz. The other wing will be number 19, Jace Zingsheim. And at center will be number 16, Camden Flagner. Head coach for the Waupun Warriors is Nick Tank, and here comes the rest of the team. And now for the starting lineups here as we get ready for the visitors of Sauk Prairie. In goal will be number 80, Jamison Ballwig. One defenseman will be number 8, Josh Mast. The other defense will be Nolan Keith, number 77. At forward will be number 5, Brock Hill. At forward, number 7, Landon Freezy. And at center, number 21, Cam McInerney. And head coach for Sauk Prairie, Dave Ruley, assistant Tim McInerney, here tonight for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. We're going to step aside here as we get ready to play the national anthem, and we'll be back.
Your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Welcome back here to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena again here for the Division II contest here between the Waupun Warriors and the Sauk Prairie Eagles. And you can see Waupun will be the guest. They're wearing their black and the home team wearing white. This is the 4 seed versus the 5 seed here, Jacob.
Yeah, it definitely should be a good matchup. These teams played each other earlier and didn't fare out in Waupun's favor, but hopefully they can come in and make an upset in the playoffs and set down the Sauk Prairie Eagles.
Hey, when it comes down to you win or you're done, you never know what's going to happen, and that's what's awesome about the playoffs here. Once again, please bear with me. I am way under the weather. I wasn't able to even make it in to work today. My voice is cracking like crazy. I got a very sore throat, fighting a fever, so we'll do the best that we can to stay focused here as we get ready for the puck drop here. Camden Flagner against Landon Freezy. One back there by Sauk Prairie. They put it over against the half boards. Into the neutral zone still. Jace Thingsheim trying to give chase. That chips up into the netting right off of the bat, and we get a whistle. And we'll see if I got the instant replay set up. I don't, so let me see if I can get that taken care of here so that we don't miss that. And we're back live. Face off right down in front of Isaac, down in the zone. Good shot there as Isaac is following it up. Gets it over into the neutral zone. No, it stays down there. Waupun with some offensive zone time on the attack. Pulled out right in front of Isaac down there. Picked up there by number 21, McInerney. Gets it into the neutral zone just for a second. Coming right on the attack is number 8, Josh Mass, the defenseman. Follows it in all the way down. Played over there by Jacob Kerner up against the boards. Battle in there by number 5, Japrock Hill. For Sauk Prairie, looks, has the backside open. Couldn't find him. Hits it off the back of the cage. Banged it off of the boards. Right back out front, and it sneaks. And a good job there. Benton Nagel closed up on that 5-hole just in time, Jacob.
Yeah, and it kind of went off of a skate and almost went through that 5-hole, but luckily he got on top of it and closed up early and stopped the puck from going in the net.
Back here to live action. Second line out there is Ben Henkel for Sauk Prairie. Out there, shot right in front, grabbed there with a glove by Benton Nagel. Out there is also number 9, Quinn Payne. Number 20 is Schomber on the defense, along with number 4, Lucas Rellinger. And trying to see who's on that far side. Shot there. I thought it was number 30. It is. That is Carl Weiss. They just told me to call him Crazy Carl, is what they said. I said, okay. There's Crazy Carl right there with it for Sauk Prairie. Down into the corner, battling. Waupun trying to get possession. Colton Postotnik in there up against the corner, battling right there with Derek Pribino. Comes out into the neutral zone. Rellinger picks it up for Sauk Prairie. Banged up against the board, drops it back in. Benton Nagel goes to try and play it, just reacted just a hair too late. Got him on a change here. Cross-ice pass instead, throws it right into the change. Coming back 2-on-2. Hunter Fromholtz turns the corner and tried to center it. Nobody there to pick it up. Was crashing was Zingsheim, just couldn't get the stick out there to reach it. It's number 6 out there. That is Blaze Caldwell. Walking in is a chance for Flagner, right into the belly, and an easy save for the goalie. And a shot right down there by Isaac. As Jamison Ballwig makes the save. Good shot there by Isaac as he gets the faceoff. Still held into the zone by the Waupun Warriors. Comes back out. Jolier is getting out there with a little bit of time. Jolie Core, sorry about that. Backhand pad save. Ricocheted right out front. Couldn't get a stick on it. Was Landon Freezy. Coming back the other way. Drops it down there and getting on top of it again is going to be Jamison, as it was pushed way too far ahead for the Waupun Warriors. And an easy save once again for Jamison. Ballwig. Staying with that shot there by Isaac. Colton Postotnik wins it back to Beam. Beam fires one, goes wide of the net. And it's picked up there still by the Warriors. Good attack pressure here by Waupun. Assisted down to the ice is going to be number 5, Owen Pola, coming back with it. Our Sauk Prairie. Into the skates of Jacob Hop. Reverse in direction, our Sauk Prairie. Polda tries it up against the board, comes out to the D. Shot towards it. Tip off of the post. Opportunity there by number 9, Quinn Payne. Wow, what an attack right there. Blows a tire into the Waupun zone. A chance here for Polda. Can't, reverses. Gets it over to number 30. Again, that's Carl Weiss. Tipped into the boards. Sauk Prairie with it. Payne drops it down low, trying to get on the forecheck, and getting there first is going to be Weiss. Battling up against Primino. Primino with it into the hands of Postotnik. Picked up there at the line. Chipped away. Hunter Fromholtz with it for the Warriors, and that'll be an icing, and we will get a change here on the safety measure for the icing. Well, that's not good. Welcome back. Here we go. Live action. Into the slot area. Turns, fires. Good job there by number 18 for Waupun, Brock Reeder. Reeder tries to clear, still held in there by Sauk Prairie. Reeder has it on his stick. Chance to move it up. Does. Off of the stick of Flagner as he tries to knock it down. Down into the corner. Let's see if we got some action down there by Isaac. Picked up in the zone. Shot! Save there as Jacob Hop had a chance there. Good job there again by Jamison Ballwig. Both coaches said it's going to be coming down how hot the goalies are, and almost every time in playoffs it does. Obviously, you got to help them out. You can't take any penalties and those types of things, because if you're taking penalties, you're putting them at a disadvantage. Coming back this way. Into the neutral zone for Sauk Prairie. Dropped in there by Freezy. Back into the skate, or on the stick of Waupun Warriors. Number 18, Reeder, walks all the way in. As he gets into the slot, takes the shot, misses it. Gets a little bit of an assist. Save right there, a good hard shot by Chase Beam, trying to get it for Waupun. I would say right now, Jacob, that the Waupun has had the most offensive zone time.
Yeah, most definitely. They're just pressuring, and as soon as Sauk Prairie gets it, they're trying their best to get that forecheck on the way and get it out for them.
Right into the slot area to Hanko. He lifts it, elevates it over to the top of the net as Benton Nagel came out to challenge really well. Right back into the slot area, chipped with a backhand. Pitchfork coming all the way down. Ballwig plays it. Shoots it out here into the neutral zone over to Payne. Payne could not possess it. Goes over to Beam for the Warriors. Picked it off for the boards. Gives it over to Colton Postotnik. Postotnik drives the line. Gets it down to the top of the circle. That's where they're going to battle with it. Pulled out by number 3, Ben Henkel. Beam steps up, dislodges the puck from Henkel. Payne with it for Sauk Prairie. Into the stick of number 20, Jacob Kerner. Waupun drops it down low. Turns it over, gives it over to number 77, Nolan Keith. Tipped into the zone. Here's an opportunity for a 2-on-1 if they hustle. No, they can't. Coming in on it quickly is a 3-on-1. Walked it in, couldn't finish. Into the slot area. Good job there by Waupun to stop the attack. Shot on. Benton Nagel grabs a hold of it and eats it up for the Waupun Warriors and gets the save. 10:33 left here in the first period. 0-0 up on the scoreboard. Back here to live action. Waupun wins the draw. Backhand there by Primino. Trying to push it up are the Warriors. Pitchfork down by Hunter Fromholz. Hustling in on the forecheck with Zingsheim, couldn't get it. Good hold there by Primino to hold it at the line. It's going to drop back down by the goal line, and it'll be a turnover quickly here to Sauk Prairie. Hustling after it. Reeder tries to clear, gets it into the neutral zone. It'll be picked up there by Zingsheim. He runs right into number 20, Graydon Schomber. Still held in there by Derek Pribino, picked up there by Polda. He loses it coming into the house. Nice move here by number 20 again, Schomber. Looks, tries to drop it. Stepped up. Good job there by Derek Pribino to knock him off of the puck. Good, solid check here for the Waupun Warriors. Derek Pribino skating with it was Reeder. Gets it over to Beam. Beam is going to rip it all the way down. Trying to hustle after it is going to be Kerner. Kerner gets there, turns it back over to Sauk Prairie. On the forecheck is Postotnik. And back into the neutral zone. Back and forth, up and down the ice we go. Beam with it in the defensive zone for the Warriors. Back into the neutral zone. That'll be an icing. It's not played, and we'll get a whistle here at 9:17. We'll switch it down to Isaac's cameras. They're going to come back down for the face-off.
No, something that both coaches got to be happy with is it's physical out there, but no penalties so far, and a lot of coaches that got to hope to keep it that way during the playoffs.
Well, it's a clean physical, which is exactly what you want. There's nothing wrong with checking as long as it's done in a manner that talks about safety. Kind of like why you want to call icing for safety issues, I guess. I mean, that's what I was told. Played up against the boards. Freezy centered it. Picked up there by Hall. Shot into the 5-hole. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose and digging at it, and getting on top of it is Benton Nagel to get the save. Great job there as we switch it over to Isaac's camera. 8:48 here in the first period. Good work so far for the Waupun Warriors. Had a couple of good attacks, keeping the puck out of the back of the net. Right back on Isaac. Enkel loses it to Postotnik. He swings it over to Polda, goes underneath his stick into the neutral zone. Alex Fisher comes in there for some pressure in the neutral zone. It'll be picked up here by number 77. That'll be Nolan Keith. Still in the neutral zone. Over to number 9 for Sauk Prairie was Quinn Payne, and then it's going to get turned over, and we're going to have another icing into the netting.
There was a shot by Colton Postotnik that went off of a stick and into the netting.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that camera angle there. Face-off again down in front of Ballwig, the goalie for Sauk Prairie. So far again, Jacob, I think it's been about 50-50 zone time for both of these teams.
Yeah, both teams have been playing very, very back and forth type hockey today so far, and definitely something that one team has got to get out there and get a run going.
Rimmed around there by number 18, Brock Reeder. They're going to say no on the icing. It should have been played over against the boards. And coming back. Skating with it with some great speed is Weiss. Walks his way. Good defensive play there by Derek Pribino. Stepping up and taking it away with the long stick. Schomber trying to play it there for Sauk Prairie. Goes into Brock Reeder. A good step up there by number 4, Rellinger. And it's supposed to be offsides. And Polda tries to take the shot at it. That's going to cause a reset. Is that one of the Warriors with a broken stick?
I'm not sure.
Snapped at the handle?
No, it looks like number 15 for
Sauk Prairie. Yeah.
And that would be
Jacob Wegeman. Face off again, right in front of us here in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass, drop down into the corner. It's going to go down to the goal line. Schomber's going to pick it up for Sauk Prairie. Tried to chip it free, gets underneath the stick of Beam. He hustles back for it, uses his D partner, Jacob Kerner, onto the stick of Jacob Hopp. Beam, once again, he'll reset in the defensive zone here for the Warriors. Kerner fires it up, goes underneath the stick of Postotnik, and we're going to get an icing. We'll have a face-off coming back down here, too. I believe it'll come to the trapper side of Benton Nagel. We'll get the shot here of Isaac with a face-off across the ice. McInerney against Flagner. One there by Flagner. Goes for the far stretch. Hustling after it is Mast. Gets it over to Hill. Coming after it is McInerney. Trying to rub him off is going to be Kerner. Does. Freezy gets in there on the action. Flagner up against the boards. Taken away there by Hill. Looks, has room to walk it in. Makes a nice move at the top of the house. Looks, drops it down there, and a good read there over there by Hunter Fromholtz to pick it off. Flagner looks to move. Numbers if Waupun can get in there, and a great back check there by McInerney. Cleared into the neutral zone for Sauk Prairie. Freezy, the leading scorer, gets it into the house. Shot, and a great job there by Chase Beam to get back with a defensive stick to stop that attack by Freezy. Offside by Sauk Prairie on the delay. They're able to pick it up. Gives Beam a chance to gather it and look to see what's up here for the Waupun Warriors. D-to-D pass, moving it back and forth. Are Kerner and Beam into the neutral zone. Trying to drop it in is Hop. Trying to get there on the forecheck first. Does not. Schomburg does. Changes directions. Payne will go pick it up. Back in for Sauk Prairie. Rips one right into the glove, and a great job there by Benton Nagel to be way out at the top of the crease, Jacob.
Yeah, I'd love to see the goalies come out and challenge the puck handler and challenge them and get that save out there. And definitely something that coaches like to see, but you got to be careful. You get out too far, they'll sneak one in.
5:46 in the first, into the house. Chick stick save there into the netting, and again, Benton Nagel is seeing the puck pretty well. What I've noticed from Benton in the entire season, if he can fight off within that first 12 minutes and not give up a goal, it is going to be a fantastic tight contest here. Right into the slot area again is Weiss. No penalty called there as Pribino is able to get the stick lift. Freezy had it in there. Henkel grabs a hold of it. So far it has been clean. No penalties here, no power play, no nothing working. Down into the corner. Chipped it out to Weiss. He tried to get it back to Schomburg. Picked up there by number 19, Jace Zingsheim for the Warriors. He takes it down and gets rubbed off into the bench there by Schomburg. Penalties coming back here, and I believe that's going to be called on Waupun for the retaliation. Not smart. Jace Zingsheim for the hold. He's going to go to the box. And I apologize that I left it on that shot once again. And we're going to have a power play opportunity here for Sauk Prairie. And just as I said it, Jacob, if I believed in jinxes, that's what I would have said, but I don't believe in it, so it's not because of that. Isaac with the shot down here on the faceoff. They're going to be down in this zone. We'll see what happens here. Last time they were 2 for 2 on the power play. Good job there by Benton Nagel to hold his post. Sealed the bottom of the ice. Clears it all the way down. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus here on the broadcast. See how they get this worked out. Into the neutral zone. Good cross ice pass over to Freezy. Shot just wide of the net as Benton was sucked in a little bit too tight before Freezy was coming in on the attack. Trying to make a shorthanded attack is Polda. He'll get rubbed off of the puck, blows a tire down into the corner, but he'll eat up a little bit of time. 1:15 left here on the penalty time. Working its way through. Here comes Sauk Prairie wearing the C, number 8, Josh Mast. Looks all the way across ice. Good pass, drops it down low. Trying to work it. They had the back door and they bury it. Good work there for Sauk Prairie. I believe that's going to be Josh Mast with the score on the power play at the 4-minute mark. And I can't see who got it from that opposite side.
It was Josh Mast on the other side.
Freezy, it looks like, is going to get the assist. And if they did it right, I believe they're going to get secondary is going to go to number 77, Keith. And they just picked up where they led the last time. They were 2 for 2 on the power play. You cannot make those kind of mistakes in the playoffs. And they're 83.3% penalty kill team, and they just were not able to execute this time on the penalty kill. 34% though was the power play for Sauk Prairie. I believe they said it is Mast from Hill and Freezy on the assists. A power play goal, and that great attack came in here once again. We'll switch this down to Isaac as we get the offensive zone faceoff. We'll stay with him as long as that puck stays in here. Brock Reeder with it for the Warriors up against the boards, trying to clear it. Dug out there by Wigman. Rims it all the way around. A good hustle play over there by Schomburg. Couldn't get it, though. Back over here. Into the neutral zone. Offsides. Sauk Prairie gets back on side. We'll kick it back up here to the main. Pitchfork back into the neutral zone. Wegman had it there for a second. Picked up there by Jacob Hopp. He drops it into the corner. Nobody there going on the forecheck for the Warriors. Easy turnover to Sauk Prairie. Back into the neutral zone. Picked up there, trying to get in on the attack. Caldwell had it there for a second. Coming back for the Warriors was number 16. Into the neutral zone. Chip back down. Again, picked up there by Caldwell. Turned over by the Warriors as they try and drop it down there. Try to get down there on the forecheck first. Do not. Beam into the center, onto the stick of Fromholtz. Fromholtz looks, shot way wide, and hustling over there is Hill. Had the assist for Sauk Prairie. Back and forth, good job there by Fisher. Get it in the slot, nobody to pick it up there. So he was standing on the base, on the goal line, just like he should. And fed it into the middle, nobody there to pick it up. Ripping it back down. Are the Warriors, turned over again. Freezy, who had an assist, gets it across ice to Hill. Good job defensively there by Jacob Kerner to take it away, chips it into the neutral zone, onto the stick of Keith. Keith gets it over to Freezy for Sauk Prairie. Tried to get it around Beam, could not. Rims it. That'll go all the way over against the half wall by Hill. Brings it back to his defense in Keith. Swings it over to Mast. Drops it down low into the corner. And Waupun's Chase Beam will try and pick it up. Wow, it's been some sustained zone time here right now, Jacob, for Sauk Prairie. Till Beam finally gets it on his stick. Decides to break it all the way out. Backhand. Good shot there. Puck is loose. They don't know where it's at, but getting on top of it is Ballwig for the whistle. Great save there for the goalie from Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, Jace Beam also had a really great a shot down there on the backhand. He almost had the goalie fooled, but goalie closed up just in time.
Face off down by Sauk Prairie's end of the ice. Staying in there by the Warriors. Reeder tried to walk it in. Couple of sticks get in the way, poke check it away, stepping up to pick it up for Waupun. It's number 16, Flagner. Tries to come all the way around, centers it there, tried to get it onto the stick, take it away. Here's an odd man rush coming this way. Here comes Weiss. Good job there by Derek Primino to take it away. The senior doesn't want his season to end right now. Primino banged it up against the boards. That's going to go all the way down, and we'll get an icing. And it'll come all the way back down as Waupun will get their change. Swing it over to Isaac. Face off here for 31 seconds remaining. Picked up there by Jacob Kerner. Reverses it up against the wall. Gets it into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Postotnik. Postotnik gets rubbed off of the puck by Nolan Keith. He changes direction, swings it over to Mast, back over to Keith. Look, cross ice pass, good right onto the stick, picked up there by Hill. Hill looks to go through the feet of Chase Beam. Beam says have a seat and does. Hill back into the neutral zone, trying to get one behind Mast, could not. As Owen pulled a cherry picking, and that'll be the end of the period as the Waupun Warriors are trailing 1-0 to Sauk Prairie. We're going to step aside and we'll come back here on Just Live Stream in cooperation with Radio Plus, and we'll give you what we've got here for some statistics.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun, a proud longtime supporter of Christian education and the Central Wisconsin Christian Athletic Program.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
We'll get back here to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena, home of the Sauk Prairie Eagles high school team. The Sauk Prairie Flyers is their youth program, and they do have Lake City Whitecaps as their ladies program here with Zingsheim. It was a retaliation hold. He got lit up coming through the neutral zone, rubbed into the boards, decided that he was going to grab a hold of the player to try and help him pull himself up or to try and stop him from on the attack, gets called for the penalty. And the last time that these two teams played, Sauk Prairie was 2 for 2 on the power play, and once again here, with 4 minutes left in the first period, power play goal scored by number 8, Josh Mast, with assist going to Brock Hill. And the secondary goes to number 7, Landon Freezy. And that's where we're sitting at with our score at 1-0 as of right now. Saves in that period for Jamison Ballwig for Sauk Prairie, 7 for 7. Excuse me. And saves in that period for Benton Nagel, 12 for 13. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we're going to come back, Jacob, and we're going to talk about what do we think we got to see coming up here in the second period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here along with Isaac and Jacob from Sauk Prairie Ice Arena, home of the Eagles, and it is currently in the Division II Regional, 4-5, Sauk Prairie with the lead. We'll be back.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to the Sauk Prairie Ice Arena, where the Waupun Warriors are trailing 1-0 here over the Sauk Prairie Eagles. A power play goal scored at 4 minutes into the first period. Waupun started out really well. They had some good offensive zone time so into that contest, and or in this contest so far. They just were unable to put it in the back of the net. They had a couple of good scoring opportunities, but Jamison Ballwig was able to turn them away, 7 for 7. Benton Nagel was under siege quite a bit again, 13 shots he faced, gave up that power play goal to make it 12-13. Jacob, if you are the head coach, Nick Tank, for the Waupun Warriors, what would you be telling the boys?
I would be telling them you got to get more shots on the goal. You only had 7 that first period, and you got to have more, and you got to get the guys in front of the net. You got to obstruct the view of Ballwig, and you got to sling pucks as much as you can. You cannot let Sauk Prairie to get into your into their zone, and you got to get that puck out as soon as possible. You can also not have any penalties. That's what's going to kill them if Sauk Prairie keeps that up. They went 2 for 2 in the game they played earlier this year, and they already have 1 for 1 here today.
Coach Dave Ruley, I'm betting, is telling his players right now in their locker room, hey, we did exactly what we needed to do. We got our 1 power play opportunity, and we executed on that power play to make it 1-0. I would think that he's got to talk a little bit about that. They did better in the second half of that period. They were able to get possession of the puck and move it out. Early in the period, Waupun was able to get a hold of it and was able to move that puck into the zone and was not challenged that much by Sauk Prairie. They had several good attempts. 5 seconds remains here in that first period. Oh, I didn't know that you didn't take that headset with you. Sorry, Isaac. You can go ahead, and if you want to remove that spot cam, if you don't want to use it, that's fine. If you just want to use the portable unit, and then let's just make sure we just be more portable with it. Here we go for the start of the second period here. I would expect to see more of the same from Sauk Prairie. They're just going to continue to put some pressure, throw pucks to the net. Again, they outshot them the last time. They played 47-20. And if you think about it, Jacob, they're actually on the same pace right now.
Yeah,
13
to 1, and
yeah.
It's going to be something that will play a factor here later in the game.
Hustling back after it on the win by Sauk Prairie is Keith. Gets it over to Freezy. Some forecheck pressure there by Zingsheim. Picked up, moving it into the zone. Hill looks, drops it over to McInerney. McInerney drops it down low into the corner, gets there on the forecheck first. Looked to center it into the house. Challenge there by Beam. Comes all the way out to the D. Tip opportunity. His front was Freezy as that shot came from Mast. Hustling after it. Swinging it over D to D. Beam. Banked off of the boards. That's going to go all the way down, and we should get an ice. And we do. Faceoff's going to come back to the Trapper side of Waupun's goalie. We'll switch that to our spot camera there for a second as we can see a little bit of what's taking place in the zone. Stepping up is Mast to hold it after the icing. Rimming it around. Try to get the tip opportunity again in front of Nagel. Brock Reeder trying to get it cleared. Held into the zone. Hustling after it is number 30, Carl Weiss. Sorry about that, Carl. Mast had it, comes out of the zone. They got to come back and tag up. They do. Hustling after it. Chipped into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Owen Polda for the Warriors. Forced wide by Henko. Rips it towards the net, misses everything. Trying to pick it up is Colton Postotnik. Has it taken off of his stick by Weiss. Backhanded, chipped into the netting here at 15:40, and we get the whistle. We'll get a face-off coming down here. And we'll switch it over to Isaac. Great shot there, almost behind Ballwig. You can see the face-off here. One there by both of the guys, but it was picked up there by Caldwell. Chipped into the ceiling, and we'll get a face-off once again. .32 here in the second period, 1-0. Picked up there by Waupun. Brock Reeder shoots it towards the net. Nothing there off of a couple of skates. Into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Hill. Swings it over to Freese. Freese looks, takes a shot off of the defensive stick over there. I believe that was the center, Camden Flagner. Puck comes into the house, chipped into the neutral zone. Hustling after the Zingsheim, but instead picked up there by number 4, Rellinger. Good move there by Fromholtz. Boy, I thought that Zingsheim was off sides, but the linesman didn't see it that way, which is good for Warriors. Too many men on the ice. Way too many men, and here comes a penalty now, Jacob. I saw number 20, Jacob Kerner, hustling as he thought that his defensive partner.
Now if you're Coach Tank, you're telling your guys, you gotta stop the puck now. You can't give up another power play goal, and that is something that would be a killer if they give up another one.
Waupun just doesn't have their head in the game right now either. They only left 3 people out there. Power play opportunity again here for Sauk Prairie. Second one. Last time they were able to execute. Waupun, Jacob Kerner for too many, sitting in the box. Trying to work it again. Freese got it to the house, trying to get it to Keith, couldn't get it there. Hill picks it up, swings it all the way over to his deep partner. Trying to get an umbrella setup, it's not there. That's an easy save for Benton Nagel as Mass fires that all the way from the blue line. And he sees that all day long. That is a save with no problem. We'll switch it over to Isaac Scam as he shoots all the way down the ice to get us that face-off. .25, 1:27. Boy, Waupun's lines are all messed up. Camden Flagner comes off of the ice. Down there by Reeder, shot off the side of the net. Bad angle shot. Benton had that post covered all day long. Tried to get it into the center, and a good job there again by Benton Nagel to get the freeze and get the whistle. And now they'll see if they can switch things out. Postotnik comes to have a seat. Camden Flagner comes back in at center. Out there working with Fromholtz, Pribino, and Reeder. Trying to work it into the house area, off of the stick of Weiss. Hustling after it is Fromholtz. Picked up there, trying to rip it all the way down, fires it. Played behind the net by Ballwig. A good shoot all the way down the ice for the Waupun Warriors. Kill a little bit more time. 46 seconds remains here on the power play. Moving up here to Weiss off of his stick. They're going to say he touched it. He's going to rim all the way on. Gets into the stick. That'll be cleared, and a good play there by the Waupun Warriors as they force Ben Henko to go back and pick it up. Henko skating with it for the Warriors into the neutral zone. Over to Schomber. He drops it down low, trying to get there on the forecheck. First is going to be number 17, Caleb Chetwood. Could not get there, but it's still held in by Weiss. Sorry about that. Shorthanded opportunity off of the stick of Flagner. Here's Numbers coming back the other way. Stepping up is Fromholz into the house. Shot here by Weiss. Wide open on the back door. Henko could not have it as Benton overplayed only because he had to stay on the puck. And penalty is killed off for the Waupun Warriors. Already better than the last time they played, Jacob.
Yeah, they were Sauk Prairie was 2 for 2 on the first time they met up, and now they're 1 for 2 here today.
Skating with it again is Freese. Good job there by Reeder to knock him off of the stick. Coming back 2-on-2, banked it off of the boards. Postotnik trying to get there with speed. Shot, save by Ballwig. Into the slot area, chance here. That fires wide. Ballwig again comes out to the top of the paint and challenges. Picked up there by Beam, coming back the other way. 3-on-1 opportunity for Sauk Prairie. McInerney shoots way wide of the net. And there's going to be a whistle.
The puck went off the top of the glass into the rafters and out of play.
I didn't see it ricochet up there. It's
over by the shooting lane over there.
.12-16 here in the second. We'll switch it over to Isaac's cam as he's got the face-off from the backside here. Moving the puck around. That's going to come all the way down. They're going to say ice, and it is. And we'll have a face-off coming back down to Benton Nagel's blocker side this time. With 12:05 remaining here in the second period, 1-0. Very tight battle here. It was 4 versus 5. Face off again. Pulls it back to Mast. Swings to his D partner in Keith. Fires towards the net. Puck is in front. Good job there by Benton Nagel as there was traffic in front. Mast drops it down low. Forecheck coming in by Caldwell. And number 15, Wegman. Hard check there by Caldwell up against, is that Flagner? Nope, Fromholz. Picked out there by Flagner. Steps across the blue line, fires it off of the stick into the netting as Mast had that lined up. 11:31 into the second. Don't want to see Waupun just starting to fire pucks down to the net just for the heck of it. Colton Postotnik in at center against number 3, Ben Henko. One there. Schomburg tries to clear. Does outside of the reach of Weiss. Ice is called. And we'll have a face-off coming all the way back down here to Ballwig's Trapper side. Colton Postotnik again versus Henko in the center. On the D side here, you got Reeder paired with, he shoots it wide. Over here with Derek Primino. Primino tries to chip it. And they're going to get a whistle. They're saying it went off of a player, or I didn't see what the call was there. I know it went into the players, unless they're saying that. I don't know how they would have called a hand pass. I didn't see that as the signal. They thought that maybe it went off of the body, I think, of one of the Sauk Prairie players who was sitting up on the rail, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Picked up here by the Warriors, down below the goal line. Long stretch pass, hits it into the back of Postotnik. Weiss has it into the slot area. Nope, picked up there by Henko. He shoots short side. Good coverage there by Benton Nagel. Nothing open. Bad angle shot. Trying to see if they can sneak something through, but Benton right now, as I said, typically he has to get into the game. It takes him about 6-7 minutes to get into the game. If you're going to score on him, it's usually going to be in that first couple of times, and that's when it starts to get a little bit of rattle. Postotnik fires one. Rellinger plays good defense, tried to chip into the neutral zone. 2-on-1. Here's a chance. Weiss, good defensive play over there for Brock Reeder of the Waupun Warriors. Into the corner. Be picked up there by Rellinger. Behind the net. Skates a little bit. Tried to get it up against the half wall. Played there well by Fromholz to stop the breakout. Schomburg plays it to Weiss. Chips it to Henko into the neutral zone. Turned over there to the Waupun Warriors. Kerner, long stretch pass. Tried to chip it in. was Jace Singsheim. Could not get it. Comes out to the blue line. Working it around. Picked up there by Schomburg. He'll use the net to rub Singsheim off. Gets it trying to get it in the neutral zone. Flagner chips it back into the corner. Rellinger picks it up for the Eagles. Tries to get it over to Hill. Not a very good breakout attempt. Reeder makes him pay as he's sitting up against the wall. Chip trying to work it again. Long stretch pass to Hill. Comes into the zone. Shot from the house right into the glove of Benton Nagel. Easy save for Benton to reach out there and flash the leather.
Yeah, nobody in front of him to obstruct that view, and watches it right into the glove almost like a catcher and makes a great save.
Way out at the top of the crease, cutting down the angle of any shot that's going to come straight in. Good shot there by Isaac as we got behind the goal of Benton Nagel. Picked up there. Attack, shot, into the glove again. Benton, way to flash the leather one more time for the goalie from the Waupun Warriors.
Last save, he looked like a catcher. That one, he looked like a
shortstop
there,
yeah.
Picking it right up out of the ice, and those are sometimes tough for goalies.
Saw it the whole way. There wasn't enough traffic. That was a good shot there by Freese, but it was a great job there trying to get the attack again. Looking. Great job there by the defenseman Chase Beam to rub him off. Knocked down. Picked up there by McInerney. He's going to get assisted to the ice. They're going to say, no, he was not. Blew his own tire. Step up there by Keith. He drops it down low. He's going to go in on the forecheck. Try to get there first. Cannot. Waupun picks it up on the turnover. Stretch pass by Polda off of the stick of Jacob Hopp. Picked up here. Nobody there for Sauk Prairie. Not communicating well. Mast dropped it up against the boards, but not enough momentum on it to shoot it down the ice. Stick is in the way. Intercepted that pass. Mast this time tried to pitchfork it down. Gets it to Hill. Hill hit it off of the skates of Mast. Stops the attack. This time, once again, Mast had 2 goals in that game against the Warriors from his defensive position. Coming up over the halfway mark of the period at 8:15 and counting. Waupun trying to get it to breakout. Mast steps in, beats Fromholz to the puck. Tried to get it behind. So the Warriors are trying to leak something out, but they're having one defenseman that's always staying back to try and make that read. Stepping up is Keith. Ripped all the way back down. That should be an icing, and it is. As the Waupun Warriors were tired, they couldn't get possession, so they ice it, and the consequence, which is the one that I keep complaining about, that's the one where it takes skill to control the puck and clear it out. Has nothing to do with safety. If you are tired, there is no sport because you are tired that you should be able to ice the puck. That's like saying, Jacob, I'm tired on the offensive line. I'm getting my butt kicked by the defenseman. Let's just stop for 10 minutes so that I can catch my breath.
They sure didn't do that for Mayville this year. As
There's no safety issue there on that icing. It's just, I believe it's a glitch in the rule that it takes skill. I mean, you don't stop it because, oh my gosh, this guy's tired and he slipped off of his skate. We should stop it and change the guys out. Schomburg, cross ice pass. Chipped it up against the boards. That's just always my opinion of icing, and that will not change. Because there is nothing there. I mean, if you are tired and you can't figure out how to get the puck out, that is on you. Shot up over the top of Benton Nagel. We're going to switch it down to Isaac. He's got the action. Comes all the way back down. Chipped up against the board. Rims around. Caldwell with the stick. Comes back. Schomburg with it for the Eagles. Trying to get it out. Weiss banked it up against the boards. Gets it back into the neutral zone. Waupun gets to pick it up. Fromholz fires it back in. Good possession here by the Warriors. Good drag there by Beam. Looks to backhand it. Fires it up over the top of the net. Step up and held in there by Jacob Kerner in the front of Zingsheim. Trying to cause that havoc there. Great work on the backside. They have the opportunity if they could get the puck to him. They couldn't. Beam has it blocked in front. That's going to chip free, and now because they got the defenseman pitching, here comes a 2-on-1. Weiss has Payne on the far side, drops it instead to Henkel. Shot, puck loose, put it in the back of the net. Benton Nagel lost it. And a goal is going to be scored by Sauk Prairie. The defenseman pinching, trying to get some offense going, and on the backside, you can see it coming. Called it all the way there. Jacob 3-on-1. I believe it's going to be Payne from Henko. And see if I can pick up who that other was. It was Payne from Henko and who took that in? Was it Mast that I thought? No, it wasn't Mast. Maybe it was Hill.
Yeah, Benton Nagel is not too happy. He thought that one of the players ran into him.
Oh, he did, but the puck was already in the back of the net when they did that. So could you have called that penalty? Yes, but what it would have been a roughing because there was nothing there that caused that puck to get past him, and it's now 2-0. What caused the puck to get past him was the odd man rush on a 3-on-1. Sauk Prairie showing their speed. McInerney, once again, with the puck, banks it off of the board. Freezy tries to center it, just missed. McInerney, and the defense will now start to play a little bit more conservative here for the Eagles. Chipped into the neutral zone. Here we go again, odd man rush. Well, I wasn't anywhere close. They're going to say the assist goes to Schomber, and the secondary goes to Carl Weiss. There's a save for Benton Nagel. We'll kick it over to Isaac's camera as we get the face-off coming here at 4:55. 2-0 here in the second period. Henko wins it. Keith back to Mast. Mast looks, tip opportunity there as getting right in front is Weiss. High stick, played there by Waupun. It's waved off. It's going to go over to Brock Reeder. Tries to swing it over to Primino. Tried to swing it back, not enough put on it. Henko comes in on the forecheck. Reeder looks, to try a long stretch pass into the back of Fromholz. Fromholz will bring it into the zone. Shot wide of Ballwig. Good job there, Battle. Trying to get it out. Payne, the goal scorer, gets it to Henko. On the far side again is Weiss. Trying to cut to the inside. Waupun trying to clear it out. Mast will step up. He looks for the hold. Back on our main camera. Shot, Jason Zingsheim right into the belly, and the rebound into the belly. Puck is loose again. And a couple of saves in a row by Ballwig. 3 make it. And then we're going to get an ice. And again, why is that allowed? What's the safety issue?
You see Sauk Prairie, every time it happens, they come off and they're just bent over on their sticks. And
they typically only roll 2 lines. We saw that before. They're probably getting a couple more with the 3 now that they have a 2-point lead here. But we're going to switch it to our camera number 2 on the other side. And a save right into Ballwig. .348. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Decides to change things out at the center because both of them are crouching in and encroaching in, so they toss out Postotnik. They're saying that it was Polda who was doing it. Back here on our main, in the corner. Waupun trying to get it broke out. Caldwell to Caldwell. I didn't know there were 2 of them. Cash, number 2, to Blaze, number 6. Blocker save. Tried to get one in there. Good defensive play there into the skates. Shot from the top, and again, Caldwell closes out. Waupun with a little bit of buzz here with 3:20. Now it's going to be 1-on-1. Beam against Caldwell. Coming into the play is the other Caldwell. Calling for it. Got it into the house. Pettenagel swats it aside. Good play there once again by Chase Beam. Let's switch it over to our other camera over there. With Isaac over on our spot cam. 3:06. We'll stay with him here on the faceoff. In the offensive zone, shot masked off of the glove of Nagel. 2-on-1 coming back the other way for the Warriors. Flagner shoots into the belly and an easy save instead of passing the puck over. Had the opportunity there. Flagner selfishly takes that shot himself. Shot again there, ricochet off of the blocker. To Ballwig, turned up quickly, getting it over to Hill. Jumping into the play is McInerney, beats the defense. Shot and a save there. As going around Brock Reeder, and a good job there by Benton Nagel again to come out at the top of the crease and close it in. At 2:31 in the second. Face off again down in the zone. Isaac on the camera there, getting their face off shot. One there by, tip opportunity. They made the goalie move and a good opportunity here. Weiss almost put it in the back of the net. Great camera work there by Isaac watching the action down below. And we're gonna have a penalty. No, maybe not. I didn't see that. I was watching in front of us here. The hit into the boards. They're going to say no penalty. Okay.
The puck exit the play.
Giving it to the linesman now. We'll go right back on Isaac. Sauk Prairie with some offensive zone time. Comes out to Mast. Rims it all the way back around. Picked up there by Weiss. He gets to the hot. Mast. Shoot. Off of the post, off of the crossbar. Good shot there by Mast. And they're coming back again, and this time Benton Nagel flashes the leather and gets the save for Waupun. Boy, though, Jacob, Sauk Prairie is just putting all kinds of offensive pressure here.
Yeah, Waupun's going to find a way to get the puck out of the zone, and they got to find a way to get down to the other end and put shots on goal themselves.
Face off right in front of Isaac there with our spot camera. Pulled out again. Mast. Shot. Save. Blocker right out front. Bad rebound there by Benton. Doesn't have to pay the price though. Chipped back in by Sauk Prairie. Shot. Wide by Hill. Back into the slot. Freezy gets it. Calls for it back. Almost had it there on the spinorama from Hill. Waupun has to get this puck out, down in their offensive zone. All kinds of attack pressure, so now is the time that they're going to just ice it so they can make the change. And Sauk Prairie was trying to hold it. Fromholtz gets into the zone. Touches it, and because it was touched by Hill, it's going to stay down here. No ice. Shot. Redirect in front. No, could not get a hold of it as Ballwig was in front of the net. 1 minute left here in the second period. Waupun trying to get this thing to a 1-goal differential. Kerner into the skates. Over to Freezy. Freezy looks, clears it into the boards. Hustling after it is Hill. He gets over there before Beam. Looking for somebody to jump into play with him. Coming in as a 3-on-2. Mast walks off of the stick, just tipped wide. As it went off a Kerner stick, nobody from Waupun decided to jump into the play and help defensively. Wow. Sauk Prairie once again buzzing around. Nagel gets the save and gets the whistle to stop the attack. Waupun has got to get things together here. Shot here by Isaac once again. .26 seconds remains. Picked up there, here's a chance on the breakaway is Owen Polda coming back the other way, and a hustle play there by Schomburg to take it away. Outskates Polda. Weiss chipped it, but he chipped it back into the zone to Polda. The Warriors trying to get something to roll here in the last 10 seconds. That would be a backbreaker if they could, but it comes out to the neutral zone. Waupun has to come up and tag up. 4 seconds remain. They just pull it all the way back. And 1 second, and that's going to do it for the end of period number 2 here from Sauk Prairie Ice Arena. We're going to step aside and we'll come back as the Waupun Warriors trail 2-0.
Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at Lidke Lumber.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at...
Welcome back here to the Sauk Prairie Ice Arena here for the Division II opening game in the Regional 4 versus the 5. The Eagles take it on the Waupun Warriors, and so far the Eagles are up 2-0. We know that that's the most dangerous lead in hockey here. Let's see if we can give you a recap of how things took place here. In that second period, we had a penalty by Waupun. Too many men on the ice. It was served by Jacob Kerner. Waupun was able to kill that one off. That's the only penalty. There's been 2 for the Waupun Warriors. We also had one in the first period by Jace Zingsheim, a hold at about the 5:30 mark in that first period. That led to a power play goal at the 4-minute mark on the clock. Number 8 for Sauk Prairie, Josh Mast, with the assist going to number 5, Brock Hill, and to number 7, Landon Freese. In that second period with 5:58 left in the second period, second goal scored here by Sauk Prairie goes to number 9, Quinn Payne, with the assist to Graydon Schomber, number 20, and the secondary goes to Crazy Carl Weiss. We're going to step aside here, and we will come back here, and we'll have a conversation in about 4 minutes about how things took place there in that second period and what the Waupun Warriors need to do to try and get themselves back into this contest. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Jacob and Isaac here on Jeff's Live Stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
GoCTR.com. High School Sports is presented by Jaden White, your Northwestern Mutual agent in this area. Financial and investment services, planning, wealth management, life and disability insurance, and more. Email Jaden at jaden.white@nm.com.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Welcome back here to the Sauk Prairie Ice Arena. We're going to go over some keys to the third period here, and definitely something that Nick Tank is going to be talking to his guys. They got to get more pucks to the net. You got to get more people in front of the net, and you got to obstruct Ballwig's view, and you got to put pucks towards the net. Also, got to stay out of the penalty box there. Sauk Prairie is 1 for 2, and definitely trying to keep them out of getting a penalty play. Our power play goal.
What Waupun really has to focus on is they have to maintain possession of the puck. If they cannot get possession of the puck and keep the Sauk Prairie from their offense on the attack, that time it was dominated in the offensive zone there, Jacob, by Sauk Prairie. They have to figure out, they've got to come up with an answer to make sure that they get that puck out. Now, 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead that you can possibly have in hockey here, so there's a great chance here. If Waupun can get back into this contest quickly, get a score, they have a chance to get back into it. Anything can happen with a 2-1 differential, but it's going to start with maintaining possession of the puck. And like you said, they've got to get a better attack coming down here on the offensive side. Pucks to the net, if they're not good shots, is just a waste of effort here. They did have a good couple of minutes of zone time towards the end here.
Definitely something that you got to key in on is you got to find a way to get into your offensive zone yourself if you're Waupun. And Sauk Prairie, you want to find a way to try and keep it in your offensive zone, but Waupun's going to find every way to try and get it out of there. You got to play a clean third period, and if Waupun ends up in the box, you got to kill that penalty off quick.
They need to get out to a quick start here. Benton Nagel has been solid in net here for the Waupun Warriors, and I had a chance to talk to him a couple of times here, and he knew that he was going to have to be solid. Both times that he has given up goals here, it has been 2 assists, so they've done a good job of moving the puck, which moves your goalie, and there's only so much that he can do.
Yeah, and he's 30 for 32 on the night tonight so far, and definitely looking to try and have a solid third period and not allow anything else past him today. But if you're Waupun, you got to try and find a way to break Ballwig, and you got to get pucks into the back of the net.
28.
Nope, it's 30 for 32.
31, yeah, 29 for 31. They said he had 17 saves in that period. So I think that is 29 for 31 And it's 15 for 15, and it's just going to require that they play some hockey. Here we go, live action here in the third period. See if Waupun can find something in the back of the net, get this thing down to a 1-goal differential. So far, Sauk Prairie has dominated on the offensive side, at least in that second period. I would say it was 50-50 in that first. Nagel plays it. McInerney gets in there first on the forecheck. Looks to the house, couldn't get it there, intercepted by Zingsheim. Knocked down at the goal line by Keith, or at the blue line. Shot into the shin pads of Jace Zingsheim. Skating with it is the Warriors. Camden Fleigner, he just drops it, and they're going to go for a change. Picked up there by Keith. Stretch pass into the Postotnik for the Warriors. There was a chance there to try and get their offense rolling. McInerney gets into their first challenging, into the neutral zone. And that first line is now going to change for Sauk Prairie. Freezy on his stick. Looks, nobody going with him to the house. Had the chance, couldn't get there. Good play there by Colton Postotnik for the Warriors. The center, shot towards the net. Nagel wide, forces it. It'll be picked up here. We're going to switch it down to Isaac as he's got the camera shot down into the corner. Picked up there. Taken away. Polda drops it down to the corner, trying to get there first on the forecheck. Does not. Mast is first. So it's a turnover there for Waupun. Gets out to the blue line and a step up and a hold there by Flagner. Off of the glass. Now into the neutral zone for Waupun. Derek Primino knocked down. Good hands there by Payne. Shot into the belly, easy challenge there by Benton Nagel to eat that puck up at the top of the blue, at the crease. Camden Flagner will be in at center with Henkel. Good shot there again by Isaac. Banged off of the boards, coming in on the attack. Zingsheim into the glove of Ballweg again. Easy save. He could see it all day long. It came out to challenge, and he gets the save and the whistle.
That's something that we keyed in on is in the third period. You got to get someone in front of Ballweg in order to get a puck past him, and otherwise he's just going to see it full way and make the save.
Up against the boards, trying to dig it out. Waupun with possession. At least they've got some zone time, then turned over to Henkel. Looking for the breakout. Weiss, good cross-ice pass. Got it down to Payne. Nagel plays it over to Brock Reeder. Reeder down in the corner. Front of Isaac. We'll switch it down here as we watch some of the action down in this end of the ice. Centering pass, nobody there for Sauk Prairie. Turnover to the Warriors. Chips it into the neutral zone. Right back in. That's going to be an icing. No, it's going to go on net, so Nagel has to play it. They have an opportunity on the change here. Skating with it is Derek Primino. Crosses the blue line, looks, shoots wide of the net. Into the neutral zone for the Warriors. Jacob Kerner tried to get the pass over to Owen Polda, misses everything. They're going to say no ice. Not sure why.
They said that Polda could have played it.
Yeah, but that's a Waupun issue, so it shouldn't have been it should have been an ice coming all the way back down. Caldwell drops to Caldwell into the belly again. Nagel had it, then loses it. Chase Beam with it for the Warriors. They have to get something going and get that puck out of here. They're just eating up a ton of time, is Sauk Prairie. They're going to be content here, Jacob, with that 2-0 lead just to maintain possession, get some shots on the net, force Waupun to continue just to battle.
Yeah, especially during playoff time. If you got a 2-goal lead, you're going to want to try and kill some time off the clock. Not give anything up that'll be easy and allow the Warriors to get back into the game. But the Warriors, they got to find something to get the puck out of the zone in order to get a chance.
Drops it down low. Played there by Mast. Waupun had possession for a second. Cross-ice pass, tried to get it to Hill. Good clear there by Kerner. All the way back down to the goal line. Picked up there by Keith for Sauk Prairie. Good forecheck here, this time by the Warriors. Trying to dig it out. It's McInerney. Up against the boards in the corner. Cross-ice pass, gets it over to Freezy. Comes into the zone, into the house, shot just wide of the net. Opportunity there for the leading scorer for Sauk Prairie and landed Freezy. Tip opportunity, couldn't get it. Keith fires one. Tip in the back of the net. McInerney puts it in, and it's scored for Sauk Prairie at 12:28. And I have a feeling, Jacob, that's going to be the backbreaker.
Yeah, definitely. And Benton not too happy about that one, looking for the refs to call something again, but
he wanted to call that they were in the
and
crease. But when the puck is in the crease, at least at the high school level, and I understand, remember, I'm a goalie dad, and I agree with Benton. You hate having somebody there, but if the puck is in the crease, it's legit to allow it to happen. They do allow that to count as a goal. We're staying right here on Isaac. See who's got the assist as the goal's going to go to number 21, Cam McInerney. Nolan Keith on the assist. And Freezy on the secondary. That's his second point. Ballwig gets on top of it. Boy, 3 goals. The way that Waupun has been so far, I just think that it's going to be a big challenge here. Jacob, sorry about that.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a big challenge trying to get out of this deficit, and they got to find a way. Like I said, they got to find a way to get pucks into the net and guys in front of the goalie.
There was a great opportunity there. Waupun missed. It would have been that a good job there to erase that third goal, and right back at it is Sauk Prairie. Into the corner, trying to change direction. Jay Singsheim with it. Tries to clear it. Held at the blue line there by Rellinger. Knocked down by Fromholtz. Picked up here, coming back in the attack. Good job of getting back on side. Payne. Weiss looking, changes directions, had it right back into the house. Shot Rellinger, good job there. Not sure what the crowd is hooting and hollering about. I guess I'll have to take a look here.
The puck was seen back in the back of the net, but the ref already blew the whistle.
Huh. Okay.
So the fans of Sauk Prairie not too happy about that one, but whistle negates the goal.
11:17 left here in the third period. Shot here by Isaac. Face-off. Down in the zone. Excuse me. Coach is asking for a clarification. Caldwell with it. Brings it to Caldwell, back to Keith. Shot it towards the net, missed it. Good shot here again by Isaac, following that puck down in the zone. Picked up here for the Warriors, 2-on-2. Coming in, it is Polda. He drops it down into the corner on the forecheck to try and get there first, and all it does is turn it over to Keith. Still held in by Waupun, way out of the blue line, that shot. Easy save there from Hop after Postotnik fired it from the blue line. We talked that they got to get pucks to the net, but those are just, that's nothing. Those are easy saves. There's nothing in front, no tip, no nothing. No opportunity there for the Warriors. You got to have quality scoring chances. Odd man rush coming here, 2-on-1. Caldwell off of the rebound, almost had it. That's the one thing that Benton has to continue to work on, is as Wegman with a good shot, tried to make the pass off pad. Beam drops it. He thought Polda was going to go with him, did not. Now it's picked up there by Flagner. Shot, puck loose. Good diving save there by Ballweg. Had an opportunity for the Warriors. They could not finish. Wegman turns it over to Keith. Traffic in front again, knocked away. Beam gets it, clears it. Coming back to tag up is going to be Sauk Prairie. They do. Beam has it, looks, swings it over to his D partner. As the opportunity, a long stretch pass knocked out of the air there by Zingsheim. Picked up there by Mast. He decides to walk it in himself, goes around Reeder, looks into the house, had the opportunity again. McInerney crashing. Couldn't take and chip that puck towards the net. Hustle play here. McInerney gets past Beam. Looks to center to the house. Mast tried to make the tip. Could not get it for Sauk Prairie. Coming right back. Sauk Prairie, again, we talked about the zone time here in the possession, Jacob. Net's knocked off. They'll get a whistle there. And we'll pick up a shot here of Isaac. Switching sides here for us. Getting a good camera shot here of the Waupun Warriors. 9:06. Colton Postotnik was in at center. Shot towards the net. Blocked in front again, this time by Derek Primino. Brock Reeder chips it down below to the red line. Trying to break it out right back into the neutral zone is Waupun. Has an opportunity here. Chip by Primino. Frommel's trying to get there first, does not. Schomburg for Sauk Prairie. Into the corner. Icing is going to be the call here for Sauk Prairie as they need to get a break, and they do at 8:26, halfway through the third, and it's 3-0 for the Eagles. Icing is the call. We have a face-off coming back down towards the goalie of Sauk Prairie. Isaac with a great shot there against the glass. Breaks out quickly. Coming back the other way is Caldwell. Trying to get it to Caldwell. Good defensive stick there by Beam. Kerner tried to chip it out. Could not. Now it's into the neutral zone. Skating with it is Flagner at the blue line. Has it knocked off his stick by Mast. And we'll get an ice. Face-off coming back here to the blocker side of Ballwig at 7:58 here in the third period. Good shot again by Isaac. Picked up here again, and a breakout once again for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. Good attack there by Hill as Freezy dropped it to him. Good save there by Benton Nagel. The rebound, though, popped out to the front. Right again into the house. Shot, Mass, save there. Blocker's puck is loose in front again. And Postotnik's going to try and win the race. Does. Keith gets there with the active stick. Stops the attack coming here by Colton. Waupun. And once again, a quick breakout from Hill, one-on-one. And a good job there by the Warriors to come back into the zone. Picked up there by Landon Freezy. He's looking, called for it, tried to move it. Oh, McInerney had the house open on the back side. They just couldn't finish. Once again, here's that working like crazy. Now coming back the other way is Primino. End to end, fires it into the corner. Jacob, do you notice the difference here? Waupun has not moved the puck to each other.
Yeah,
it does just not open.
They're playing a little bit selfishly,
Yeah.
and they got to get the puck to their teammates. If they want to create open plays and they want to create goals, they got to get it to their open teammates and try and sneak one in.
Yeah, you see coming in on the attack, you see Sauk Prairie, they always are looking for that pass-off pad. They're going to fire it there, and they're going to see if one of their guys can get into the zone. That'll be ripped down. Polda going to try and get there first. Does. The puck came out to Ballwig. There was a good opportunity there, but just couldn't finish. Not sure what...
A little bit of frustration coming out of the Warriors. And
yeah, but what does that do for you? That's going to get a penalty called here quickly, which will put Sauk Prairie on the power play, and they already have a 3-goal lead. 6:07 remaining here in the third period. Waupun needs to find the back of the net. Right now, that would be 8 goals scored by Sauk Prairie against the Warriors. 0 by Waupun in the 2 contests that they played. Picked up there by Weiss, tried to chip it out. Again, a long shot doesn't get through to the net. Trying to have some zone time here. Beam fires again from the blue line, wide of the net. Owen Polna comes up high with a stick, and they're gonna call him. What a silly mistake that is. I don't know what he's trying to prove. .536. Owen Polna is going to be called for the penalty. We'll see if it is going to be a high stick. Ripped all the way down. Cross check on Polda. Power play opportunity here for Sauk Prairie. 1 for 2 so far on the day. No pressure on the puck either, which is, again, Waupun has done that their entire time, and this time they don't. Keith tried to get the tip opportunity, cleared by Beam. Hill with it. Looks, swings it down to the dot, walking in, shot, saved by Benton Nagel. McInerney with it for the Eagles. Rims it over to Mast. Brings it all the way over to Freezy, back to McInerney. Driving down below the goal line, continuing to work the puck all the way out to the house. Shot saved there by Nagel. Again, the puck comes flying out for a scoring opportunity, but they couldn't get it. Waupun has not even touched the puck, I don't think, yet here, Jacob.
No, and that's something that you can hear Nick Tank yelling is, come on, Black, let's move, we got to get the puck. And they're just kind of standing around and hitting the puck when they get it, but that's about it.
They do get the clear this time. They go for a defensive change. McInerney comes right back in. And it's offsides.
I never heard any whistle.
Well, that's because the parents are yelling in front of us here, so we couldn't hear it. The official had it right in front of us. 27 seconds left here on the power play for the Eagles. Colton Postotnik for the Warriors against Hanko. Brock Reeder with it. He'll try and fire it all the way down, hits it into the stick of Hanko, and keeps it into the neutral zone. And that one they're going to say is an icing as he was behind the red line, and the faceoff's going to go all the way down. Hanko has a conversation with Rellinger about dropping that down. 17 seconds left here on the power play. Underneath the stick, slides into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. All the way back up, stepping up. Picked up there for Sauk Prairie. 3 seconds remains on the power play, and Waupun will get another kill. 1 for 3 as the power play, or 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. 2 for 3 on the penalty kill. It's going to start to get chippy here, Jacob, too, as your Waupun. Your season's going to come to an end if things don't change. So to try and change that around, you get a little bit more physicalness. Shot here by Reeder. Nice job there playing a little bit of soccer. by, I believe that's Hill. No, that's Henko. Into the slot area, tried to work it in. Shot there by Hot. Sails it over to the top of the net at 2:45. Chipped into the neutral zone. They pulled Benton Nagel to try and they've got 6 attackers. That's a good call. You don't have a choice. You got 3 goals or your season ends. And again, they just cannot get it into the zone and get something set up. Beam with it, being hounded there by Wegman. Now Beam turns to the blue line, turns to look, drops. Backhanded opportunity there by Fromholtz. Picked up there by Beam, tried to turn it, taken away, empty net. Here's Caldwell. Good job there by Jacob Kerner to come in. Wegman fires it all the way down and could not get it to the empty net. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remains here. Waupun trying to get something with their offense here with 6 attackers. Gets it back to Chase Beam. He has been out there for a long time on this attack. Rips it all the way down. The senior does not want his season to end, so he's trying to do everything he can and take a long shift. Picked up there by Fromholtz. Down below the goal line. Has a chance to get into the house. Couldn't. Active sticks there by Sauk Prairie. Picked up there by Camden Flagner. That's going to be fired all the way down. They'll take the icing at 1:34. And again, tell me, should there be a penalty, a consequence? Well, the consequence should be that the Sauk Prairie would have to stay out on the ice like they do. But for safety reasons, as somebody had said, we should keep the icing rule. I don't get it. Timeout called here by Waupun. We'll step aside and take it with them. We'll be back.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit WarnerHarmson.com and book your free consultation today.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
At SIA Insurance Services.
Welcome back here to Sauk Prairie Ice Arena. Good shot there by Isaac. Face-off coming down after the timeout by the Warriors. They're going to keep their 6 attackers on. They need to. And it's a good call for that timeout there by Coach Tank as he needs the guys that are your goal scorers in Beam, Flagner, Postotnik to be out on the ice, and they needed that extra minute to catch their breath. So our Prairie's going to chip it free. Hustling after it is going to be Kerner. He's going to get there before Freezy. Tried to get it there to Beam, keeps it himself. Walks up to the blue line, can't get in on the zone. Cross ice pass over to Hop. Can't get it, that'll be ripped all the way down, and that'll be an icing at 1:10, and a face-off coming back down by Isaac. Oh, I left that camera shot on there. My apologies there for everybody. Good thing that Isaac does a great job of following the action here. I can't believe I'm going to get through this full game call, Jacob. .110. Waupun, season on the line. Comes back out here to the main. Jacob Kerner, cross-ice pass. Over to Colton Postotnik, gets it into Flagner. He takes a shot from way the top of the circles. Nothing there, easy save for Ballwig. Again, there's a difference between pucks to the net and quality shots here. .56 seconds remains, down 3-0. Same guys staying out on the ice. Comes out to Beam with a wrister. Save. Rebound was juicy, but nobody could get there. Back into the neutral zone. Shot. Good job there by Kerner to block that. 45 seconds. Postotnik rips it down below the goal line. Rimming that around. That'll go down as an ice. And we'll get a face-off again coming back down the other direction down here by Isaac. 34 seconds remains for the Eagles to take victory here in the first round of the regionals. The Warriors still battling out here, 6 attackers. Face off there once again. Puck's to the net, trying to get the attack. Puck is loose, Ballwig gets on top of it and gets the whistle. 26 seconds remains. Face-off won there by Freezy, fired all the way down. That'll be back for another icing. And it'll come back down by Isaac. You didn't even get a chance to swing the camera. 22 seconds remains. On the other side of this bracket here, you said St. Mary Springs was up 2-0.
Up 2-0 going into the intermission.
First intermission?
I believe so.
Waupun looks like their season is going to end here in Sauk Prairie. Empty netter, no, taken away by Kerner. Banged it off of the boards, tries to get it up. That'll be chipped down low. And the Sauk Prairie Eagles are going to get the victory with a shutout here by Jamison Ballwig. I'll see if I can pick up saves in that period from the announcer. Good shot there by Isaac. You want to pick up Waupun over here, please? Thank you. She's got the handshake line. See what they have for saves here. 3-0 is your final. We're going to step aside here. We'll come back on the post game as we've got that handshake line coming across here, and then we'll give you what we've got for some final information here as the Waupun Warriors fall 3-0 to the Sauk Prairie Eagles, and their season ends. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here along with Jacob and Isaac. We'll be back after these messages.
More than just an insurance agency, we're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander, we'll take a gander.
Welcome back here to the Sauk Prairie Ice Arena, home of the Eagles who just beat the Waupun Warriors here on our post-game show. 3-0 again. I like the prayer and the camaraderie that these teams show here as the Waupun Warriors season comes to an end. Let's give a quick recap of how things took place here. Waupun takes a penalty at 5:29. Number 19, Jace Zingsheim, called for a hold. 2 minutes at the 4-minute mark, a power play goal scored by number 8, Josh Mast. Assist goes to number 5, Brock Hill, and the secondary goes to number 7, Landon Freezy. In the second period, Waupun gets called for too many men, served by Jacob Kerner. That goal, or no, on that power play opportunity, they didn't give up a goal. They killed that one off. But they give up an even strength goal at 5:58 in the second. Goal goes to number 9, Quinn Payne. And second assist goes to number 20, Graydon Schomber. And the secondary goes to number 30, Carl Crazy Weiss. Waupun takes a penalty at 5:36. A cross-check is called by Owen Polda in that third period, but a goal was scored before that by Sauk Prairie Eagles at the 12:28 on the clock mark. Goal goes to number 21, Cam McInerney, with the assist to number 77, Nolan Keith, and the secondary goes to number 7, Landon Freezy. Saves in that period, 13 for 13 for Jamison Ballwig. He gets the shutout, 28 for 28. Saves in that period for the Waupun Warriors, 13 saves on 14 shots, 39 for 42 for Benton Nagel. Those numbers
That's
again.
for Sauk Prairie, actually. Oh, nope. That
For
was
the
Benton
Waupun
Nagel.
Warriors,
Yep, my
Benton
bad.
Nagel. Yeah, so again, Waupun Warriors fall 3-0 here in the regional, and their season will end. So congratulations to Sauk Prairie. They're going to advance. As the 4 seed, they're going to be taking on the number 1 seed, I'm guessing Wanakee, as they're going to be playing against Cedarburg tomorrow. St. Mary Springs on the bottom side of this bracket was ahead, as far as we know, 2-0. That is being played right now on our other channel on Radio Plus. You can go back and jump and take that. You can see what we've got coming up here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Tomorrow we'll be on air in De Pere as the Fond du Lac Cardinals will be in their second round of regionals, taking on the De Pere Redbirds. I believe it's the Voyagers, because they're a co-op with West
It is
De
the
Pere.
Voyagers. They played them earlier this year in a tough loss in overtime earlier this year, but they'll play them again in the second round of playoffs, and it is the De Pere Voyagers.
We have 2 basketball games that are also going to be taking place. Springs will be playing at Mayville, and Campbellsport will be playing at Lemira tomorrow night. We got a doubleheader on Saturday with 2 games at Laconia, boys and girls. On Monday, we've got another basketball game at Mayville, and then on Tuesday, we have the potential matchup for Springs, if they get their victory, playing in the playoffs. And the WIAA regionals for girls basketball starts, where Central Wisconsin Christian will be taking on Green Bay Northeast Wisconsin Lutheran School in their opening round on Tuesday. So this is the crazy time for us here, as we've got all these playoffs to try and get through and cover. Hope that you've enjoyed our broadcast here on Radio Plus in cooperation with Jeff's live stream. We're looking forward to covering these games that are coming up here. Jacob, thank you very much for helping me out here. Isaac, once again, thank you for your fantastic camera work. And I'm shocked at my stamina for actually having got through this, but we're happy to have brought this through you. Again, the final score, 3-0. The Sauk Prairie Eagles over the Waupun Warriors. Take care, God bless. We can't wait to see you at a rink or a basketball court near us. Jeff Sauer signing off here for Radio Plus.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lamira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.